Yes, welcome to the Vanguard Show. We got a Vanguard Show special today with the proprietors of the Funky Wolf Shop in Lafayette, Louisiana, 3124 Johnson Street. And I have a very special guest host, I should say, Kathy. Kathy, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay, good, good, good. It's been a long time since you've been a co-host of mine, but like I said, welcome back to the platform, and we definitely look forward to interviewing, the next guests, which are actually very close to us, and we're looking forward to speaking with them about the Funky Wolf Shop. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring them on the platform. Hello.
There we are. Hello.
Hi.
Yeah.
Hello.
We are here.
Okay. Cool. 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 Welcome to the Vanguard Show. I got Miss Kathy on the program this time. It's been a long time she's been out there.
Yes.
Hi, everyone.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
Right
You have to
on.
bring the sauce to the show again. Huh?
Oh, okay, right on, right on. Introduction real quick. The Vanguard Show special interviews a wonderful husband and wife team that enjoys art, so much so that they made it. And it's Khalid, the Gothic romantic poet, and Christy, the visceral. And Christy will make sure I said that correctly. Visceral, who join forces and collaborate to create Funky Wolf. My first question is, again, welcome to the show. And as a husband and wife team who both have unique individual talents, how was Funky Wolf born?
All right, you can tell.
No, you too.
All right. So basically, she started painting first, and I always did, kind of write and doodle here and there. And then one day, I wanted to write a book, and she's like, "Oh well." She bought me a laptop, and she said, "Well, now you don't have an excuse," because I kept talking about it. I'd have probably never really gotten to it. And then after I began working on that, she started incorporating some of my poetry into her paintings, and they say, "You know what? We may as well join forces." So that's how it got started, pretty much.
Yes.
Okay, fantastic. Now, first of all, I want to know, how did you first meet, and when did you consider your own talent when both of you discovered each other's talent?
All right, you want to tell them how we met?
No, you too.
All right, so I was just, scrolling on Facebook, and I said, "Huh, that woman looks too good not to be my wife." And I said, "That's going to be my mission, to make that young lady my wife." Now, at first, you know, she never had a 10 before.
Oh my gosh.
So I had to give her grace. She didn't want me at first, but I slowly worked on her, dropped some poetry on her, of course.
Oh my goodness.
And then next thing you know, that was it.
Okay, we met on Facebook, basically.
And when did you discover each other's talent? Because obviously, Khalid with the writer, and you were always a voracious reader, and then Sister Christy with her beautiful artwork. We just purchased a couple pieces. We love it. Talk about how you individually discovered your talents.
uh, I've always been a creative person. I've always either in drawing or making jewelry, things like that. But of course, it was never really. You grow up knowing thinking that there's no money in being an artist. So, my path went a different way. But then around COVID time is when we started. We were housebound, so we started to work on it more, and that's how I think you discovered. Me being an artist, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then of course, well, you're sending me like chapters of books you were writing as well.
Yeah.
He was writing, just sending me chapters, and I was back because when we met, I was living in Slidell at the time, so he was sending me chapters of his work via text or email. That's how I discovered
Yeah,
his stuff.
it was. I was writing it in primitive form. I was putting it in my notes on my phone, and I was writing it longhand too. So yeah, it was. So I guess she kind of already knew about mines as far as writing, but I didn't know that she painted until around COVID time.
Yes, yes.
Oh, okay, amazing.
And then also, Christy, did you also not do photography? work as well?
Yes, did photography too. I actually went to school. I did a little bit of graphic design spring school. So and then photography was one of the classes I took for my degree. So yeah, photography was one of the many things I got into.
One of the first pieces we ended up getting was a piece that you had your photography. I remember that.
Right. It was the Port of New Orleans that you guys bought.
Yes.
I forgot about that.
Yes.
I forgot they bought that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. Now, Kathy, you have to share the experience for going to the shop in person and what you thought of it as well.
Oh, definitely. So once we entered into the shop, I loved the setup of the shop. You can see all the bright colors in the shop, and going through and looking at all the different photos and also the poetry that was done, the way it was landscaped throughout, it brings you into a new world. And it's like you can definitely see all the creativity that was done. So with that, how did y'all get inspired to actually create and open up the shop?
Limited space. We started our office. Well, he incorporated me into his office. He turned our dining room into his office, and then I was working in one of our extra bedrooms, but then of course we had a baby, so we had to turn that into a bedroom. So he invited me into his office, so we shared that space for a while. But I think I'm a little too messy for him. So he wanted to expand into a bigger spot. And then one day we're just passing in front of this particular building, and we called up, and that's how Funky Wolf became public domain, basically.
Yeah.
Wow. And I love the decoration inside. Was that both parties that dictated how that was going to transpire?
Actually, no, it was actually him, because I was going to do because I really like the dark academia kind of color scheme. It was black and kind of like tans, but he wanted more of a funky and colorful vibe. So that's how we got the colorful vibe in the front. But I do have my dark room in the back. But he had the ideas of the colors. He thinks it's me, but I made it happen. But it was his idea.
Well, I said it should be more colorful, but I don't know how to decorate, so that was that.
But that came out just as the title, Funky. I like
the
way.
Yes.
Smart man, brother. Smart man. Well, the next question I have is, again, how has the shop provided greater exposure of your talents? And plus, what is behind the name, actually, Funky Wolf? I think you explained it a little bit already, but bring in the artistic and the Gothic definition.
Well, basically, funky just means authentic. Or if you think about, like I said, James Brown, it's nothing without that bass line, you know? So if you come to Louisiana, you'll see a lot of, I don't know, crawfish paintings and
bayous.
Yeah, and bayous and stuff. And we wanted something a little different, you know? So that's where the funky came from, just something authentic and upbeat. And the wolf is like our family sigil, so that's where, you know, so we just incorporated the two together.
Okay, all right. Now please just I guess you could tell us how to pronounce the last name, because even to this day, you know it's family, but I can't remember the correct pronunciation. How do you say your last name?
Aldiyktatur, almost like owl, like the bird, dictator.
Okay, all right. That's simple enough. Ms. Kathy, you have any follow-up questions?
So based on the name Funky Wolf, question becomes, was it a decision made by both parties, or is it just the creativity that came out in one person?
I think it's more so he is a genius when it comes to naming and naming things. So it was all his idea. His of course he's a writer, so he's great with words. So that's how he came up with it. Was his idea. I would give him credit. It was him.
Just a second.
1 second, sorry.
I remember at the baby shower. That's okay. I remember at the baby shower. Remember the wolf?
Yes. That's our family sigil. Like you said, he loves wolves. It's always been his representational animal. So yes, and then Funky, he came up Funky as to be original, authentic to yourself, basically. Yes.
Because even I saw the logo. The logo is cute. The way the logo, who created the
Yes.
logo?
Yeah. Yes. A wolf in a suit. Yeah. Yes.
Well,
Yes.
The symbol is still there.
Yes.
I do have a follow-up question. How has the family factored into the growth of the shop, and what are the plans to expand the awareness of this fantastic shop?
Well, family first. Our family has they've always been our biggest supporters. We had our aunt and uncle. They were here every day when we were first setting up. They were building frames and staying all night to clean up with us. We had our family. For our first buyers when we first opened. Doing podcasts, sharing our posts on social
You can
media.
tell the truth,
They
who we
have been,
are.
they, our family are so important to us and to our business. They play a vital role in our business. And what's next for us? Maybe like we may do a few events. Write more books, collaborate a whole lot more. And I want to expand. My goal is to expand maybe New Orleans, somewhere along those lines. So yeah, just get out work out there.
Right on, right on. Kathy, you have a follow-up,
It's a
sweetie?
big
I was
city.
going to say some of the events that you have, where we have some of the events that's for kids to come into the shop and maybe kind of get creative themselves.
Right, right.
That would be fun. Yeah.
Yes, we had the event for kids. I think more so. First kids are very creative, and I don't like I try to get them to broaden their creativities because we always are limited to like coloring books or things like that. Just put them in a box. I like them to do their own thing. Like again, be funky, be authentic to yourself. Let's draw our own pictures. Let's do things ourselves, and especially because I have two little ones and they're here all the time, so it would be easier for us to incorporate other kids in our business.
Oh, that would be great. Because I was
Yeah.
going to say, I could see that based on the shop because of how feels homey as well, like for little ones. Because
Yes,
I like the
yes.
brightness that the kids are drawn to our colors.
Right, and it's so funny because when we have our little mailbox, we have a free little library, and it's very colorful. The kids are the main ones coming to it. They're grown ups. Sorry, it's the kids that come to the mailbox. So yeah, I think they're drawn to the colors too. Yes.
And since you said the mailbox, just so people know what it is, could you tell us a little bit about that mailbox that's actually put outside for the kids?
At the
Yes,
little
it's actually for adults too. We have books for grown-ups and adults. It's a free little library we put out just to get people to read more, share books in case they don't have access to them. And it also has we also have like little we put our own work inside sometimes, little free bracelets, things we make. So just to get our spread out creativity, spread literature, just to share literature to the world with the world.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful.
And I remember on the outside of the box, it actually says share. It's take one, but also bring one.
Yes, take our bring. They can contribute if they want.
Yeah. As you can see,
Yes.
always this.
So yes, you can if you want to donate, you can donate. So if they want to share a book with the world, they can share it too. It's just spreading
Okay.
spreading the sorry.
That's
Spreading literature out here.
yeah. That's
Family
the story
affair.
about
Yes, sorry.
keeps the funky
Well,
wolf.
well, my
going.
next follow-up question is there someone that has influenced you individually toward your talent, like an icon, family member, mentor? Do you have anyone
Well,
that inspired you, basically?
I'd say Bob Dylan. That's my favorite singer. For people like an icon, because he just puts out whatever he wants, and some people like it and some people don't. Even his fans have mixed feelings about a lot of stuff he does, but he puts it out anyway. And Christy seen him last night,
Oh,
and
awesome.
he's like he's almost 90 years old. She's like he's still going on tour.
Wow. That's,
Wow.
So that's what I like, and of course you with your book, because I think you're the first person I seen that actually wrote a book. So that was a big inspiration too. What about you?
Well, Uh, let's see, artistic art inspiration. I have Kandinsky. He's like the father of abstract, and Caravaggio. Caravaggio has a lot of dark works. One of my biggest inspirations, and of course this guy. He's an inspiration of a lot of work. It's so funny. I was telling someone else like my work since meeting him, my work has changed. I started with a lot of dark works, and it's become bright and colorful and romantic, and it's like it's weird. But yes.
Changes, huh? A lot of time art is based on mood as
Yes.
well. So the happier you are, it seems like the brighter colors get.
Right.
Yeah, we've went through a metamorphosis.
Mm,
Went from
okay.
Yeah.
dark, and now we're kind of, it's still dark, but has
Yeah.
hints of light. Look.
So basically, look, from a caterpillar to a butterfly.
Right.
Yes, that's right.
Out of the darkness into
Yes.
the light, as they say.
Yes.
Now, my next follow-up question is, where can people find the shop? And also, do you have a website that you can kind of share with us, along with social media or email contacts?
Well, our studio is at 3124 Johnson Street, and
Lafayette.
in Lafayette, Louisiana. And the website, tell them the website.
Funky Wolf Shop. So FUNKYWOLFSHOP.com. It's our website. We have social media accounts. We are on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook, all under Funky Wolf Shop. Same logo, so you can easily find us.
Mhm.
Okay, all right. And tell us about the local newspaper the newspaper there that you did an interview with. Tell us about that and how can people look up that article that you did?
That was the Daily Advertiser, and I think if you just go to the website, you'll be able to find it. Also, well, we do have a link on I want to say
We did share on our socials, but they're on their Daily Advertiser. They did post it there, and you can also find it on the at their local newspaper on. I think it was around
Excuse us.
I'm sorry. I think it was the 18th of July. You can find it right there. But yes, it's on their website, and it's the Daily Advertiser on their website and on their social medias, and we also shared the links on our social medias.
Okay, well, fantastic. Ms. Kathy, you got a little follow up, or you good?
I was going to say, part of that, I do like that within the article, y'all kind of explain how everything came about, sort of like what we're doing now, and explaining how everything came to tuition. So I ended up reading the article, and I thought it was an excellent review that was done on the shop.
Oh, thank you.
Now, I was going to ask Sister Christy, was that your first, published interview? Or because I know Khalid's done it before.
Yes, and this is my first live one, and butterflies flying around right now. But yes, this is my first interview.
You're doing fantastic. Just keep doing what you're doing. You're doing a wonderful job.
Thank you.
And tell me now, I think you guys talked about it a little bit, but what are the future plans for both of you regarding projects and other endeavors that you want to develop?
Okay.
Future. What are you planning for the future?
I want to do like Bob Dylan and write a bunch of books that some people like and some people don't like.
Okay,
I just plan on writing everything that comes to my brain.
Children's books. I want to do a couple children's books that I'm going to illustrate. We're looking into getting getting some of our work into museums. I'm going to go to the Acadiana and trying to get into the Acadiana Center for Arts. And again, I have family in New Orleans, so I'm drawn to New Orleans a lot. So I want to broaden there some kind of way, maybe put my working galleries there as well.
Okay. Oh, fantastic. And also, are you guys looking into doing any art and literature festivals away from your home base, or is that something to develop after the kids kind of grow up a little bit?
We're interested. It's just so hard right now with our little with our little ones. We are interested. Actually, we want to do some here. We want to do festivals and nationals. I would love to travel, but I think we have to wait a few years until they're able to
Yeah, because they keep us busy.
Yes.
Okay, I understand that.
And I was going to say, I do remember also, Christy, that you did do one of the art uh, um, festivals that had came up in Lafayette, I think.
Yeah, it was one of my
Can you talk a
first.
little bit about that?
It was one of my first ones. I think it was in 2021. It was right after COVID. Just started painting. We did one in Lafayette. I was at the Cajun Dome. So funny because when I first started, I started under a different name. It was it was Fan and Maju. So everyone who has my work, who owns my work under Fan and Maju, that's actually that's actually me. So yes, I did that at that time. I actually did a couple more since then, but that was one of my biggest events. And so that was really fun. I really like those, and I'm planning on. We keep missing deadlines. I'll put it on the calendar this time to do the Festival International this year. Hopefully, we can get that done. Yes.
And so, when is the festival coming up?
April
Okay.
of next year.
Fantastic.
Okay.
Now, in your past life, Brother Khalid, you actually were a MMA fighter. So tell the
Yeah.
audience about that. They may be a little surprised in terms of Gothic writer, MMA.
Oh yeah. Yeah, well,
Oh, you can.
I began fighting at 13 in karate, and then I moved on to kickboxing, and then to MMA. So, yeah, I want to start training again. I have a bad knee though, so my meniscus comes in and out. But I can slang the pen and throw hands too.
Oh,
So,
okay.
yeah.
So the biggest thing with that is you still at that point in time, even as
Mhm.
at a young age, was still in some type of art because
Yeah,
it was a
and that
martial art.
Yeah, and that was my thing. I think I stopped fighting because I realized I preferred the actual art of fighting more
Gotcha.
than the business. And I also used to write little journals on fighting and stuff too, but I kept it all to myself. And eventually I threw it all away because I wasn't uh, I didn't like my prose. So, I wanted to write better, but you live and you learn.
Okay.
I
And
probably
So
should have
Christy,
kept
how about
quiet.
go ahead, sweetie.
I was
Go
going to
ahead,
say
Ken.
at this point in time, do you think you're ready now to maybe do some type of writing on that art of instead of like you're saying the physical, but more so the art of it,
Yeah,
fighting?
I thought about writing a book about like a fighter going through the stages of it, but it's still in my
Mhm.
head. I mean, I don't think a lot of people read like how to's on fighting because it's so flooded with people teaching right now. But
Mhm.
it's something I think I could look into.
So
It would
with
just go ahead.
I was gonna say, so with the art of fighting, more so like you're saying, the aspect of the discipline behind it, because I think
Yeah,
people don't realize how much more go into the art of it than the actual action itself. Because I know, like,
yeah,
one, you were shy at one point in time, and having
yeah,
that behind you kind of opened you up and brought you into also meeting other people to actually
mhm,
have that communication skill because you were so shy
yeah.
in the beginning.
Yeah, I think
And so I think that would be one when you do your writing on kind of
uh
giving those side to it as well.
yeah, I think that added a confidence boost too. Whenever you can defend yourself, you're more open to saying whatever
Mhm.
you want. At first, like anything, you think you'll end up bullying people, but you kind of get humbled along the way, especially if you fight a
Mhm.
lot like I did. You get beat up a lot in the gym, and then all of that aggression goes away, because you never know who can really fight in the real world. So, now you walk light. So you learn how to talk better. You have better conversational skills whenever you know, a left hook is somewhere around the corner.
Okay. And Christy, you want to give us a little insight beyond the art, what you enjoyed growing up, and what has really shaped you to become the person you are now?
Oh, beyond the art. Growing up, I didn't do, I didn't do much. We were very sheltered kids. But I did grow up with 3 other siblings. And so they are a huge part in who I am today. And even my parents, they play a huge part into who I am today. Again, growing up, I did like to do a lot of drawing and painting and things like that. And just don't even think of my hands, basically. My hands moving. I do think of my hands. But I think that's about it. Yeah. My family plays a huge role. My immediate family, my siblings, my parents, they played a huge role in who I am today.
Okay, fantastic. Now, as we get ready to conclude, I want to see if you guys want to give any shout outs and recognition to the family or support friends. Just kind of shout. If you want to do any shout outs, go ahead and feel free.
Mm-hmm. I want to give a shout out to June. No, I'm joking.
To what?
June. Joking. Well, to my lovely wife, of course.
There you go.
My daughter, Valhalla. My son, Titan, who's outside with my lovely mother. You two, of course. And what about you?
And my mom, my aunt and uncle, they were a huge huge help with us setting up the building. Yes, you too. And it's just everyone who just supported us. So whoever shares it, like you share a post. Constantly, like you're all celebrating, just any type of whoever supports us, even a little support is a big thing for us. So shout out to everyone who supports us.
Yeah, we make it big. We're gonna give Aunt San and Uncle Eric a stake in the business. All they did is
they literally are building things for us. Yes.
Wonderful. Any conclusion, Kathy?
Well, I want to thank y'all for sharing your space with us as well, because you made us feel at home when we came in. I loved how you shared and talked about the art and also the poetry that went along. We do appreciate that we were able to purchase one of several that we had. The one we loved the most are the ones that you and he actually put together. He did the poetry. You did the artwork. It was like a perfect combination for us. And we picked it out together at the same time.
Yeah, same time. Yeah.
And we thank you for that. We thank you for coming in. We thank you for actually purchasing one of our. It's an honor to have y'all own a part of our work. So yes, that's a big, huge honor to us.
Beautiful. And I was going to say, Brother Khalid, your auntie is so Gothic, you could hear her twice. But it's all good. Well, again, we want to thank you guys for coming on the Vanguard Show. Again, much continued success. And again, if you have any advertisements you need, you can definitely count on me to share my airways with you. And again, much continued success, and we definitely look forward to speaking with you soon.
Oh, thank y'all.
Thank you.
Appreciate
y'all.
Thank you.
Bye.
Have a good one.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.